Hi guys, welcome to any of our new group members since my last video a while ago. We're growing nicely and I hope you're all still enjoying what I've been posting and find it interesting, useful and helpful. So the other week in the group we were on the theme of trauma, what it is and how it can manifest if not dealt with properly or at all. Matt uses a study of identical twins regularly with clients in the clinic to explain how traumatic events can have dramatically different effects on different people, even if they experience the same event, and it all coming down to your mind's perception of what happened. In the US in the 50s, there were 2.5-year-old identical twins. I'll just add in here that being able to get this kind of thing on record was a very unique thing, as the children obviously had virtually the same DNA and had never been apart for more than a minute, and therefore the same life experience and learnings. So they were being walked by their parents in strollers through a city. In front of them, their parents were mugged and killed. Now, this was obviously traumatic for the twins, and you would think that their subconsciouses would have the same survival mechanism or reaction to the event. So, one went on to spend his life basically hiding in a cupboard, whilst the other went on to do martial arts, and through this discipline and training became a very successful businessman. As far as psychologists can tell, one child's subconscious decided in that moment of trauma that the whole world was a hostile, dangerous place, and to survive it needed to hide, hence the cupboard. The other child's subconscious decided, yes, the world is a dangerous place, so I need to learn skills to defend myself in case of another dangerous or life-threatening event. The lesson here is two people with the same life experience, virtually the closest there's ever been in history, identical people, saw the same event from the same viewpoint and had their subconsciouses create such different conclusions and ways to survive. Two people can see the same event, and sometimes one will find it traumatic and one won't. We can't even guess at what your subconscious will do in a traumatic situation. It's so dependent on so many different factors. Basically, in a traumatic event, you end up with pictures, which are basically memories, with emotion, negativity, and negative learnings attached to it. The memory is not the problem, it's the emotion, negativity, and negative learnings. An example of negative learning could be, the world is a hostile place and I need to hide. So if you remember from my facts videos, your subconscious is black and white and its only concern is your survival. There is no room for emotion. Given this, Matt believes we have what he calls a file manager. The file manager wants that emotion gone from the subconscious. So every time you have some spare computing power, you may be daydreaming in the toilet or shower, driving, trying to get to sleep, or wake up during the night, and the file manager goes, "Oh, here's a gap. Deal with this," and it pushes up things to the conscious mind. That you haven't dealt with. That is those that have emotion attached to them. Examples might be a kid that bullied you at school, a teacher that embarrassed you, a guy or girl that dumped you, hurt you, cheated on you, a car accident, something you've done that you regret or feel guilty about, etc. The list goes on. Because these are in your subconscious, we tend to attract more of it in our life, and we keep repeating patterns. For example, you might have a friend that dates someone and that person is abusive, nasty and mean, so they break up, and the next person that comes along that they date has so many similarities, it's like they're still dating the same person. That's a pattern. Matt believes this is an attempt by the subconscious to overload us, to force us to take action, to remove the emotion from the subconscious memory. These things that come up are a good indication of what your subconscious wants dealt with. In the old days of talk therapy, you'd go and talk about it over and over and over again. Over time, the emotion would get less and less and less, and when you can go back to the event, that is, remember it, and it no longer affects you, you are considered cured or fixed. By utilising hypnosis, you don't need to go back to the event, so there's no discomfort. It's a gentle, quick and easy way to deal with past traumas, releasing the hold they have on you, therefore allowing you to learn from that past experience to ensure you don't repeat it again. So that's all for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend. Bye.